Yeah, I started as a Cub Scout, and I've been that for most of my life, and I worked up towards joined the Boy Scouts, and I just recently got my Eagle Scout award for all my accomplishments in Boy Scouts, and it's really rewarding and a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool. So I heard you have 2 days, right?
Yep, 2 days in my name. It was only for this year in the town of Fanwood and Scotch Plains. They recognized me for the work I did on the cannon in Scotch Plains by the town hall. So that was a big surprise, and that was a lot of fun.
Wow. So any colleges right now, or any colleges that you got accepted to?
Believe it or not, I only applied to 2 colleges, and then I didn't wait to hear back from my second one. I got into Stevens Institute of Technology, and that's my first choice, and I'll be going there. And I pulled back my application from the other college, so I'm pretty much set already.
Yay! Now back to the studio.
Now let's go on location with Tyler Hubbard, who caught up with this month's featured artist, Jake Zecharia.
Hi, I'm on location with this month's featured artist, Jake Zecharia. So, Jake, tell me what you do here at SPF.
I'm in 2 choirs. I'm in Moonglowers, wind ensemble, percussion ensemble. You name it, I do it.
Do you play any instruments?
Play drum set, auxiliary percussion, piano, and mallets.
How long have you been playing for?
Drum set for 7 years, mallets for 2 years, piano for 4 years.
Do you have a favorite instrument?
No.
So you're a senior, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any college plans?
Yeah, just sending all my application materials to NYU. Yesterday, it's my top. Applied to Northeastern, Drexel, USC.
Do you have any ideas for the future, what you want to do after college with music?
I want to own my own recording studio, preferably out in California, if I can.
Well, thanks, Jake.
No problem.
Back to the studio.
Now let's take a look at this month's Critic Corners.
Hi, I'm Tyler Hubbard.
Matt McGowan.
And this is Critics Corner. For this month, we saw the movie Les Mis, which is basically about a man named Jean Valjean who steals a loaf of bread, and he serves about 19 years as a slave. And when he's released, he still is kind of a criminal. But Anne Hathaway's character has a daughter named Cosette, who he takes in as his own, and he takes care of her and keeps her safe her whole life, which is what her mother would have wanted. Matt, what did you think of this movie?
I really liked it. It was during the French Revolution, during the 1800s. So there was lots of battles and sadness, but I really liked the movie. It really shows how, it had a heartwarming aspect to it. Showed how the poor people revolted against the rich. And I thought that there was also a funny part with Sacha Baron Cohen's character and a lady from Harry Potter who they were thieves and they stole other people's stuff during the parties during the movie. Now, Tyler, what did you think about that?
I thought that part was actually a bit of comic relief. It was very funny and entertaining to watch. It kind of took away from all the drama that usually is seen.
Sadness, yeah.
Yeah, it took away. The movie's called Les Mis, so it was a nice break from all the torture. You have to like musicals because the whole movie is sung. So if you're not into singing, you might not like it, but it was still a great movie. One thing that was really great about this movie was the acting. Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe, and Anne Hathaway were fantastic. They work really well together, and I think they did their parts justice. And I give this movie about 4.5 out of 5 stars. What about you, Matt?
I would also give it 4.5 out of 5 stars because I think it will win many awards. It was nominated for many, and that's basically it. Back to the studio.
Now let's take a look at this month's Music Critics.
I'm Jenny Tyler.
And I'm Madison Cooper.
And we're the music critics at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School.
This week we're talking about Bruno Mars' new album, Unorthodox Jukebox.
Peter Gene Hernandez, better known as Bruno Mars, began his claim to fame on popular tracks as Nothing on You and Billionaire. He's also written many songs for Flo Rida and Kesha. In October of 2010, he released his first albums, Doo-Wop and Hooligans, which landed number 3 on the Billboard 200.
Unorthodox Jukebox is Bruno Mars' second studio album. It was released December 6, 2012. This album includes upbeat songs that make you want to get up and dance and slow songs that a lot of people can relate to. This album has popular radio hits Locked Out of Heaven and When I Was Your Man. Unorthodox Jukebox is great. We highly recommend that you go check out this album. It really shows Bruno's amazing pop style that we love about him.
Now back to the studio.
Now let's take a look at this month's Look at the Past.
Look at the Past seemed very appropriate with all of the recent commotion about the Mayan apocalypse. We're going back 13 years to 2000, where a few students are being interviewed about what they did to prepare for their doomsday, Y2K.
Remember all the hype that was made over the Y2K quickly approaching. Well, it's here, and so are we. Salim Allen caught up with a few students who made more than necessary improvements for the phantom disaster. Salim?
Hi, I'm Salim Allen, report for 34 News. I'm here with students at Scotts Plains Fenwood High School, and I'm here to find out what they did for Y2K to prepare themselves. So say your name and what you did.
David Balmore. I bought like 30 gallons of water and like all these different like things of firewood and stuff like that.
Thanks. You can go ahead.
My parents went to BJ's. We bought mayonnaise and water and a whole bunch of canned food and tomatoes to make mayonnaise and tomato, what did I say tomatoes? And tomato sandwiches.
Thank you.
My name's Lauren Bond, and my family, we got all of our generators ready, and we stocked up on water and all the other necessities.
Here's Mallory Cunningham and Ariel Margulies with this month's Fashion and Fads.
Hi, I'm Ariel Margulies.
And I'm Mallory Cunningham.
And this is this month's edition of Fashion and Fads.
It's Baby Week.
For this edition, we'll have the seniors walking with their children.
Jessica is wearing a diaper and a nice I Love My Mommy's bib.
Next, we have Teddy wearing sunglasses, a beanie, and a striped polo.
Next, we have Jamal sporting the Calvin Klein onesie and a hat.
Here we have Franklin wearing a very colorful hat.
This is Kwamir. Kwamir is wearing a nice hat and tinfoil.
Here we have Phoebe wearing an I Love Mommy pin and pink pajamas. Now back to the studio.
And now let's go to sports with Taylor Sabaleo.
Thanks, Amanda. The boys basketball team is having a brighter season than anticipated, led by seniors Xavier Brooks and Tom Bonnicum. Let's go on location to catch up with the team.
Hi, this is Christy Least. I'm on location with varsity basketball players Jack and Devin. Can you guys let me know how the season is going?
Right now, we are 6 and 7. Our record's not looking too good. We're looking to get back to 500 and get more wins than we have right now.
Okay, so do you guys have any big games coming up?
Yeah, we got UC this Friday and St. Pat's, and
coming up next week.
Right. And what positions do you guys play?
I'm a guard.
Forward.
Right. Do you have any personal goals for the season?
Our goal is to beat St. Patrick's.
Yeah, it's a big game.
Right. Now back to the studio.
The girls basketball team is coming off a huge division win against Governor Livingston last week. Let's go on location to catch up with the team.
Hi, I'm Jenny Tyler here on location with Alexis Venable, varsity basketball player. What's it like being on the varsity team for 2 years?
Well, I like it. It's more of a challenge than the other levels, and I feel like it's more competitive, and I like it.
So what can we look forward to seeing this season, Alexis?
Definitely the Westfield game, since that's our rivals, and a lot of girls don't get the support from the fans because they mostly go to the guys' games. So that's definitely a game that'll be big. So come out to see that.
And who are the key players this season?
Taylor and Tabitha. Taylor's the she's the captain, and she keeps us all together, make sure that we get the plays and everything. And Tabitha, she's the down low person. So they're definitely the key players of the team.
And how are the freshman varsity players?
Oh, good. Amani Williams, she's really good. She keeps the team together also.
Thank you, Alexis. Now back to the studio.
On January 19th, the wrestling team had counties. Senior Anthony Tafaro finished first in heavyweight. Let's go on location to see how the wrestling team is doing.
Hi, I'm Mark Schlussel here with varsity wrestler Tommy Cunningham. Tommy, how's the season going so far?
It's a good season so far.
And what's your record?
My record's 9-9.
And are there any big matches coming up soon?
We have Hanover Park on Friday. They're a really good team.
All right, that's it. Back to studio.
The girls and boys swim team is having a solid season, led by seniors Ryan Gadgets and Hannah Graney. Let's go on location to see how they're doing.
I'm on location with two varsity swimmers, Tiffany and Andrew. Andrew, what is the boys' swimming record?
We are 5-3 at the moment.
What is the girls' swimming record, Tiffany?
You're 2-6.
And what is your goal for the rest of the season?
To get as far in the state championships.
The hockey team has had some key wins. Let's go on location to see who they're playing next.
Hi, I'm Leah Barney on location with sophomore John Bruckman, a member of the varsity hockey team. So, how is the season going so far?
It's all right. We're 4-7-1.
And what is the team's goals for the season?
The team goal would be to go 500 to allow us to go to states for the first time.
Okay. And what are some of your personal goals?
My goal would just be to help the team reach that.
Okay. All right. Thank you, and good luck with the rest of the season. Now back to the studio.
Senior Andrew Zecharia is leading the bowling team. Let's go on location to see how they're doing.
I'm here on location with co-captain of the bowling team, Andrew. So how are you doing this season?
I'm doing well. I mean, I have about a 173 average. I want it to be higher, but it's a few pins higher than what I was last year, so I'm content.
And how's the team doing?
The team's doing decent. We're in 4th place out of 6th in our division. I mean, it's where we should be in terms of the skill level that our bowlers have.
And what are some big matches coming up?
Oh, we actually have county tournaments coming up this Monday, and that's the qualifier for the next part of the county tournament. So I say we need to bowl around 2,700 to place in that. So.
All right, so everyone try to make it to counties. Now back to the studio.
Winter Track has a couple indoor meets left. Let's go on location to see how they've done so far.
Hi, I'm Sam Mahler here with Brian Deutschmeister, member of the Winter Track team. So Brian, how's the season looking so far?
The season's been going pretty well so far. We've had some guys stepping it up and improving on their times.
Oh, very nice. And I know on Sunday you had Winter Track counties. How did that go?
It went pretty well. We had some PRs and, yeah, pretty well.
Very nice. And what are some goals for the rest of the season?
Pretty much just to keep on getting better, and hopefully we can get it past sectionals and onto groups.
All right, very nice. Thanks, Brian. Now back to the studio.
Let's go on location with Jenny Lynch, who caught up with Male Athlete of the Month, Leo Ramos.
Hi, I'm here on location with our Male Athlete of the Month, sophomore Leo Ramos. So you play basketball for our school. Do you play for any other teams?
Yeah, currently I play during the spring for Hoop Heaven in Bridgewater. Yeah, that's pretty much it, other than school.
And do you have like a favorite game so far in the season?
I would have to say it's the game against Westfield, because it's always fun to like play against your rivals. You know, it's an exciting game every time you play them.
So Leo, how long have you been playing?
I've pretty much been playing ever since I could remember, maybe 5 years old. I always played by myself, and then I started playing on a team probably since first grade or about, so yeah.
All right, great. Good luck with the rest of your season. Now back to the studio.
Let's go on location up with Female Athlete of the Month, Jody Thompson.
Hi, I'm Leah Barney on location with Athlete of the Month, Jody Thompson, who attends APA, the Academy for Performing Arts here in Scotch Plains, and she is also a resident in Scotch Plains, so she is allowed to swim on the high school team, and she has definitely made her mark. So, Jody, what other teams do you swim on other than the high school team?
I swim on Fanwood Scotch Plains YMCA.
And what is your best times and your best stroke?
My best stroke is breaststroke, and I swim the 100 breaststroke, and my time is 103.84.
Okay. Do you plan to swim in college?
Yes, I do plan on swimming in college.
What are you looking forward to for the end of the season?
For the end of the season, we have one more dual meet before counties, and that's against Pingree. And for counties, I just hope the team goes fast. We're working really hard, so I hope we're all going to do well. I'm cheering for the boys, cheering for the girls. And I'm top seat for the 100 breaststroke, so I'm hoping that goes well too. And I'm just ready for us to have fun.
Oh, very good. And my last question for you is, how do you feel you've matured from the beginning of swimming in high school, your freshman year, to now your senior year?
Well, now as a senior, I definitely have more responsibilities. As a freshman, you kind of look up to all the seniors and you see them then and you're like, you know, they're the older kids, you look up to them now, and it's so quickly I'm in that position now for all the younger kids to really look up to me and look up to the rest of the seniors. So I have more spirit with them now, and it's just making it continue with the team that we all have fun.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
That wraps it up for February sports. Now back to Kelsey and Amanda.
That wraps it up for the February edition of Raider News. Tune in again next month.